Hello, hello, and welcome to At Home with Lucas. So this is part 2 of Don Pablo's Signature Blend review. Yes, this is a multi-part series. If you have not watched part 1, I suggest you click down below, take a look at that. You're gonna get a hands-on with the bag. You're gonna get a little bit more backstory on Don Pablo. And in this video, we're gonna be putting Don Pablo's coffee to the French press. Yes. So in this video, we are gonna be grinding it up to a French press setting. Then we're gonna boil up the water to a French press temperature. And then we are gonna be pouring it into the French press and we will be doing a sip test. Yes, this is the favorite part of my day because I absolutely love tasting coffee. I love tasting different ways of making coffee. I love tasting new coffee. So this is gonna be exciting, people. Yes, so excited. And after we do the sip test, we're gonna talk about the quality of the French press and how well it did with the grounds. And then we're gonna move on to part 3, which will be coming up shortly. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button so you can get notified that I have part 3 out. So let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, let's get into the French press test. Yes, people, this is gonna be exciting. All right, so we got the Don Pablo coffee right there, looking amazing. We're pouring it into the burr grinder right here, and then we are gonna get it set up for the French press. All right, those look better and better each time I see them. I'm very much impressed. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is turn it to a more coarse grind. Now you can go all the way to as coarse as you can get it, but I'd recommend going about halfway between medium and full course. That's going to give you the best ground coffee for your pour over. You kind of want it to be a little bit chunky. That way it can really work its way into that hot coffee or hot water. All right, let's get these beans ground up. All right, down the hatch we go. Once again, these beans are just glistening with all their glory. There is no filter on this video, by the way, so this is basically true to life. All right, here we go. We got our ground coffee. We're going to take a closer look at it just to see how it broke down for a coarse grind. It's looking pretty good. You're getting a very even grind right here. This is the result of good coffee beans and fairly decent coffee grinder. So I'm going to link that coffee grinder down below if you want to take a closer look at it. It's not too expensive and it's relatively good, but here we go. That is very nice. I'm really happy, very pleased with this Don Pablo coffee right here. I think that when you do a multi-part series on coffee, you start to learn a little bit more about it and you start to appreciate it a little bit more. So this is good for me, and it's hopefully fun for you guys. All right, so we got our French press right here. This is basically just a cheap French press that I found on Amazon. Don't really know if it's any good or not. I've only owned one in my life, so Here we go. We're going to load this up with probably too much, but that's what we do on this channel. We do it for you guys. Or I should say I do it for you. I'm a one-man army. I do need to get a clear glass French press because this is honestly the most difficult thing to shoot. It is very hard to even look down in there with the whatever. Okay, so what we're doing is we're doing 4 scoops, which is 8 tablespoons. And when you do that, you're going to want to balance that out with the right amount of water. So I'm going to do 16 ounces of water, which is a little bit less than I should have. I should have probably like 20, but I'm doing 16, so 2 cups. I'm going to pour it in my Coffee Gator kettle right here. I absolutely love this thing. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to boil your water to right around 200. That is optimal temperature for your pour over. Sorry, optimal temperature for your French press. So here we go. We got this thing heating up. And the best thing to do is to maybe go a little bit hotter than you need it and then let your kettle cool down a little bit. So that's just something that I've been doing lately, is just go a little bit hotter and then kind of, you know, wait till it drops and then pour it in. Because the last thing you want to do is burn or scald your grounds. All right, here we go. So the first thing you're going to do is just basically cover the grounds in water and then kind of move it around so they're all nice and covered. And then you want to wait probably, I would say like 30 to 40 seconds. So you can either count that or you can just wait. There's no science behind this. It's just the best for it, because basically what's going to happen here is you're going to blast those grounds with 200-degree water in a very concentrated setting right here, and then that's going to result in the flavor just kind of exploding out of the grounds, and then you flood it with water and you let it sit. So yeah, this thing is almost impossible to shoot. You cannot see what is going on at all. All right, so the 30 seconds is up roughly. Now we're going to go ahead and pour in the rest of the 16 ounces of water. And what I do typically is I pour it on the side and I do another little swoosh thing to make sure that it is fully covered, because this pour over, or this French press, if you pour it straight down, it tends to splatter back out. It's really, really annoying. I don't understand if that's just all French presses or if that's just mine, but there you go. You can see it has a little bit of crema on top. You got the glistening factor going on, so this is very indicative of good coffee beans. So here we go. I'm swirling it up, making sure that it's all fully submerged in that water. And then we're going to throw the plunger thing back down, and you really want to just go just until it hits the top of the water and pushes the grounds down a tiny bit, and that's it. That's what I found to be perfect. All right, let's go ahead and plunge this down. So basically you want to wait about 5 to 6 minutes, and we've already waited 5 to 6 minutes. So now we're going to pour it into our cup. We have our espresso cup here just for the video's sake, so that you guys can see the coffee going into the cup. Here we go. Let's check this stream, people. We're hoping for a rich, strong stream. Here we go. Ooh, that is looking decent. That is looking decent. It's going to be a little bit cloudy because, like I said before, the filter in this French press, I don't know if it's any good. Like I said, I don't really know much about it, so it's hard for me to say. But that is looking like a very rich, strong cup of coffee right there. All right, now we're going to throw our thermometer in there and check to see the temperature. So typically French presses make a very, very hot cup of coffee, so you really need to be careful, because the heat does not leave that French press. It's kind of sealed in there. So yeah, we're pushing roughly the same temperature as a pour over, but a little bit hotter. Here we go. We've let it cool a little bit. We're going to check it again to see if it's, you really want it between 135 and 140. You could go about 132 for optimal taste. So you really want to check the temperature before you drink a cup of coffee. There you go. All right, let's get into this. Hopefully we have a moment where my child is not screaming. He is in a mode where he wants to just be as loud as he possibly can and cause mayhem. Or it's the dogs. You can't win in this house. It's one or the other. All right, let's get into the sip test. Ooh. Ooh, wow, that is a flavor burst right there. Wow, that is incredible. Yeah, I would definitely say that you get a really good hit of like a flavor when you breathe in. That's definitely something I'm noticing more with the French press than with the pour over. And you get like this whole mouth aroma, this full flavor, full body. It really has a solid premium taste to it. All right, had to switch rooms. My kid is relentless today, just relentless. So what I was saying was it has a distinct, unique French press flavor to it. Or at least that's what is created when you do the French press. You're getting this like unique flavor. Even though it's the same exact coffee, it definitely has a punch of flavor, and it has a array of flavor notes that kind of flow as you're drinking it. But there's a little hit of something that I'm not like super into, and I don't know if that's because there's going to be a lot of settlement at the bottom because of my French press not being the best. I don't know. It does look a little tiny bit cloudy, but I would say that overall the flavor is more, it has more of a punch when you do a French press. So and then of course there's like a sweet note that kind of sticks to your tongue, which is very nice. So I'm going to say the French press and the pour over are kind of neck and neck right now. I'm going to say that depending on your French press, you may enjoy it more because you're going to get a stronger hit of flavor. But yeah, nonetheless, very good. The quality of the beans shines through even on the French press. The taste is definitely good and really strong, so as it should be. I put a lot of grounds in there. All right, there you go. That's Don Pablo's Signature Blend Part 2. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely clack that like button. And if you want to join the at-home family and you want to be a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button. Every time I get a subscriber, I get a boost to make more and more videos, and it's because of you guys I'm on my way to 1K. Yes, almost to 800, not there yet, but soon I will be, and it's because of you guys, and I cannot thank you enough. You are amazing, amazing people. But as always, I thank you for watching each and every one of my videos, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.